see playing in the Ncaa. Let it rain on me. On my head, boys, I'm on my knees like that. Lord, please pray for me. Save your grace for me. Say, boy, what you want? Give that. Shoot in my mouth, shoot in my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his soul. I'ma take him from his. On the real, I think he knows.
I think he knows. When I play with him like that. I think he knows. When I save him like that. He's wrapped around my pinky finger, watching the way I move. More power than on, and he knows it's true. When I play with him like that, when I play with him like that, play with him like that, then he's coming right back.
Broken glass of a bottle makes a jagged rock. Right now I got two shaky hands, only one way to stop. And I haven't touched it for 7 hours, 3 minutes. Hardly Up, already wanna quit quitting. Sweating in an old church basement. Wishing I was. Never thought I'd say this.
Hello, my name's Jason.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. The broken man in the mirror can't look at me 'cause he's guilty. And I swear that the last couple months that tried to kill me. By the time I saw it coming, it was done with already. It's hard to run from it when it runs in the family. A problem with 1,000 more it's causing. Damn, it's exhausting. This is why I walked in.
Thanks for letting me share, y'all.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. And we are underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. Starting at the 10. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Another carry for him. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. The rookie from Florida in on that stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd and just 2 to go. They give it to him again. Escapes a defender. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing off the play fake here. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. It's fielded at the 14. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Nice return there, 15 yards gained. And the Titans will get set to take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Opening play, and Bo will throw. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. On the move, headed right.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Nix. Coleman with the grab. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Motioning him from the slot right. That's more of the catch out left. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Nix from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Dump off, caught by his back. Gets in, touchdown Tennessee. The Titans have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force some punts and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Do we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right. Because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league. And the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. From his own end zone, here we go. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Best run games in this league at bounds can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First and 10, looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. We've reached the end of... Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Lone back gets the handoff. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's got him, that's Swift. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be first down, Bengals. Plowing up the middle. Room to run inside the 20. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
He's got it. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Oh, nearly got to the end zone there. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
He gets another shot here. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Third time's the charm. He gets it again. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just 1 yard, and the goal line stand continues. That brings up 4th and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he's forward only to around the 3. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing from near his own goal line. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Shotgun snap to Nix. Short pass brought in. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
So now here's 3rd and 5. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
Here we go. Here's... Situations, it just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. They're down to their final one in this half. Here comes the Titans punting unit. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Looking to return from the 29. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. And it's the Bengals. About set to begin their drive. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Looking right, and he finds him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Bengals have to move here, clock's running as they hustle to the line. On 1st down, they'll run. And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They put a receiver in motion here left. Here's 2nd and 5. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. Throwing from the gun here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work.
Up the middle, and somebody blocked it! And the Titans have it! And he stopped after a little bit of progress. It won't be two the other way, but still, at least a blocked extra point on the play.
How many times do we get to the end of the game and we look back and go, geez, we never knew what was the defining play. Hey, listen, that was just 1 point. It seems small now, but more than likely in the end, that block and that single point could loom very, very large.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Ncaa to throw. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. It's Nicks out of the pistol. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
On third down, here's Nicks. He's going deep. That's caught at the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. They'll throw again. Nicks throwing for the end zone. And the defender comes away with it. And the Bengals will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. One last play before the break. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. With this kick, we're back underway, a spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. And he gets the handoff. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. To the well again. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Has the 1st and more past midfield. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, they're vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up and you can reset those downs.
On first down, here comes Brooks. And his charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, it's Ncaa. Complete out to the right. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Hits the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans grow the lead coming out of halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. And the Titans get it back with a nice return to boot, down inside the 30. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it was such a privilege for me living up in the Pacific Northwest and covering the Legion of Boom. And when I see a play like that, all I see is number 25, Richard Sherman. Yeah, he could run his mouth and he could talk with the best of them, but he walked it with tackles just like that.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Throwing here, Nix. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They kick the running back in motion. They'll throw on third and long. He's going deep this time. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's now a two-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll run here on first down. And they wrap him up after a short push to the 42. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. Now a give running right. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Another carry for him. And they take him down right along the 30. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
He rolls to his right. That's intercepted near the sideline. And the Titans get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Here's the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
One quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's Titans football. Just after a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Give now to the running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Still motoring past the 30. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They give it to him again. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Back-to-back carries here. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Extra DB out there for the Bengals. Third down coming. They've got a man in motion. Now Nick's on third down. They've got a screen to the running back. It's a pickup of 11. And the Titans will have a first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. On the give, it's Brooks. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
Now a give on the counter. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he gets forward for 3 yards as we reach our 2-minute warning. 3 yards the pickup. Now it's 3rd and 8.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt finds deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Now to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll get it up to the 27. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. Throwing it again here. Trying to push it deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Only one timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Boy, take a look at that. Look at him locking down his area of the end zone. They could bring it in close enough to take shots, but there are no easy touchdowns.
Second and 10 now. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown, and there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
The Bengals getting ready for a big 2-point try late. Back to throw. And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. There it is. They get the 2 that they needed. And now it comes down to, the simple task, Brock, of recovering an onside kick and then gearing your kicker up for a heck of a field goal.
Yeah, but you don't live in that world, Kate, when you're down on that field. You live in the moment right now. You took care of business. You did what you had to do to make this a 3-point game. And now it's about executing that onside kick. But you're right, the kicker, he's thinking about his onside kick first and hoping they get this ball so he can boot what would be an incredibly long field goal.
And the Titans look like they've recovered. Yep, and folks, this game is over.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Lined up in victory formation, and the Titans take a knee. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. They take one final knee. Time's going to run out. Brock, their playoff story begins with a victory.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one